Let's start with Taurus today. So Taurus is an earthy sign. ये शायद हम सबको पता है. And it's a second sign in the zodiac belt. अगर कहीं किसी को लगे कि I need to switch from English to Hindi or Hindi to English, please leave a comment. I'll make adjustment accordingly. So Taurus के बारे में हम सभी को पता है कि it's a earthy sign. It's a second sign in the zodiac, and the planetary ruler is planet Venus. और एक जो बात टॉरस के लिए हम सब पढ़ते और सुनते आए हैं, इट्स अ वेरी स्टेबल साइन. एम आई राइट? यस. सो एवरीवेयर वी हैव बीन रीडिंग अबाउट इट कि टॉरस इज अ स्टेबल साइन, इट्स अ साइन ऑफ स्टेबिलिटी, इट्स अ अर्दी साइन. एंड उसका जो साइन होता है, जो उसका एनिमल साइन है, इट्स रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय बुल. तो बुल ऑफ कोर्स बहुत ही स्टबर्न, बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग हेडेड. अगर हम बुल को ध्यान से देखें, अगर हम सब अभी जस्ट फॉर 2 seconds, इफ वी ऑल कैन इमेजिन कि हाउ डज अ बुल लुक लाइक, दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ पर्सनालिटी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय टॉरस. लेकिन इफ आई टेल एवरीवन कि टॉरस इज द साइन वेयर यू ऑल आर द मोस्ट इनस्टेबल एरिया ऑफ योर लाइफ, how does that sound? So जहां पे भी टॉरस आपके चार्ट में है, that area is the most unstable area of your life. हम चेक करेंगे इस टेक्निक को, how it works, and why am I saying that it represents instability in a way. Because Venus जो planet है, and if I'm going too fast also, please let me know. So the planet Venus, इसको हम कहते हैं लक्ष्मी. Right? It's a planet that represents wealth. And Taurus also, falls in the second house of Kal Purush Kundali. तो क्या हमने सुना है कि लक्ष्मी चंचल होती है या स्थिर होती है? Yes, हमने सुना है कि लक्ष्मी चंचल होती है. तो फिर टॉरस कैसे स्टेबल होगा? अगर लक्ष्मी चंचल है and it's represented by planet Venus, so how can we understand the concept of कि बहुत stable sign है? Just because it's a earthy sign, does that mean कि ये stable है? या हम चाहते हैं कि वो stable है, रहे हमारी life में? I think it's all about what we are expecting from Taurus. So moving forward, अगर I'll just give you a snapshot today to understand a basic life pattern of Taurus Ascendant. So कोई भी Taurus, जहां पे भी किसी के भी चार्ट में हो, प्लीज यू कैन चेक, इफ यू आर नॉट अ टॉरस राइजिंग, आप चेक कर सकते हैं. मे बी इट कुड बी योर पार्टनर्स, योर किड्स, और योर मदर, फादर, रिलेटिव्स, किसी का भी, फ्रेंड का भी चार्ट आप लेके चेक कर सकते हैं. वट एवर आई विल बी सेइंग, यू कैन प्लीज लीव कमेंट्स. या somebody is saying 7th house Taurus, beautiful. So I'll come to that point later on. So we'll start with Taurus in the first house. When Taurus falls in the first house as an ascendant, what happens? So because it's ruled by planet Venus, these people are naturally attractive, beautiful eyes, good looking, attractive. And I'm only talking about sign here. मैं यहाँ पे किसी planet को नहीं लेके आ रही हूँ. कुछ पल के लिए let's forget about कि चार्ट में कहीं कोई planet भी बैठा है. So what's happening here is Taurus ascendant, they are good looking, attractive, charming. Because अगर हम एक बुल को देखते हैं, don't we find that bull really attractive in a way कि we cannot ignore? That is also a part of attraction. कि जब हम किसी बुल को देखते हैं, we cannot ignore a bull, passing through. So that's the kind of energy they carry, the energy of Venus. Naturally charming, attractive, and they're very balanced in their, daily routine. And when I say stable, it means they're lazy. So the people who, wherever Taurus falls in your chart, the relative represented by that house would have these characteristics. आप ऐसे भी check कर सकते हैं इसको. How to make chart. Okay. So इसमें क्या देखेंगे हम कि जो Taurus ascendant है, this person is beautiful, attractive, charming, and lazy, and stubborn. These are the few characteristics जो कि हमें इनमें मिलेंगी ही मिलेंगी, unless and until there is some negative influence. अगर मान लीजिए यहाँ पे Saturn is aspecting, of course there will be the results will be less, but basically these are the basic characteristics of Taurus rising. Second house में कौन सा sign पड़ता है? When you have Taurus as ascendant, Gemini falls in your second house. And when I'm talking about the life pattern of Taurus, I'll be talking about each and every sign. I'll give you a bit of hint about every sign, and you can actually check कि आपके कौन से house में वो sign पड़ रहा है, और क्या whatever I'm saying, are you able to relate to that or not? And one more thing that I would like to say, so हम अपने हिंदू धर्म में जो दिन रात पूजते हैं जिन्हें Lord Krishna, उनका जो rising sign था, that was Taurus. I think most of astrology lovers know this, कि Krishna was born in Rohini Nakshatra, Taurus Ascendant. So I'll be matching few of the events, कि कैसे श्री कृष्ण की life में ये events होते गए, and how we can compare them with Taurus. So जो Taurus rising है, of course, उनकी beauty, उनकी charm of Lord Krishna, we are all mesmerized with it. There is no need to explain कि they can be extremely beautiful as well. अगर वहाँ पे moon आ जाए या Venus आ जाए, so these people can be extremely beautiful. You can see them working in the entertainment industry because of their looks and everything. Second house of Gemini. So Gemini क्या represent करता है? जहाँ पे भी Gemini होता है हमारे चार्ट में, उस हाउस में एक duality आ जाती है, क्योंकि Mercury because it represents the sign of twins, right? तो उस हाउस में जो duality आ जाती है, उसका असर हमें देखने को मिलेगा wherever Gemini is placed in your chart. So श्री कृष्ण के साथ क्या हुआ? Second house of Gemini में वही चीज हम Taurus Ascendant की लाइफ में होते हुए देख सकते हैं. कैसे? Gemini means things are multiplied. उनका जन्म कहीं हुआ और उनको रहना और पालन पोषण कहीं और हुआ. So he was raised somewhere else. So ये एक थीम है जो Taurus Ascendant के लाइफ में होती है. Even for few days they have to live somewhere else and they will feel that as a family. ये एक थीम है Taurus नेटिव की लाइफ में. कोई पढ़ाई के लिए जाएगा, कोई किसी बीमारी की वजह से चला जाएगा, कोई फॉरेन की वजह से चला जाएगा. They have to have these kind of theme playing in their life. So एक और चीज जो Gemini रिप्रेजेंट करता है, that is cheating. तो अब हम कहेंगे कि श्री कृष्ण ने क्या चीटिंग करी. So second house of food, माखन चोर. So he used to eat माखन with his friends. हम सबको पता है कि वो माखन चोर कहलाते हैं. That's the sign of Gemini. And this is a one-word statement that I'm saying. Please note these down. Sign of Gemini represents duality and cheating. जहां पे भी Gemini आपके चार्ट में है, वहां पे या तो आप खुद चीटिंग करेंगे या आपके साथ चीटिंग होगी. This is how I'm going to explain bits and pieces about each and every ascendant. और इतना ही नहीं, like the duality of the family was there. उनकी लाइफ में दो परिवार थे. ऐसे ही इन लोगों के साथ भी होता है. They have this feeling, maybe once in a lifetime they have to experience this. They have to stay away from their own family with somebody else, with their relatives or caretaker, or they have to go to foreign lands for studies, or maybe बचपन में भी ऐसा हो सकता है, because Gemini is falling in the second house, so it could be happening in a very early age as well. Moving to the next house, अगर हम third house की बात करें, वहां पे Cancer sign हो रहा है. And what is the sign of Cancer represents? Mother, home, attachment. It represents your emotions. So अगर हम यहाँ पे देखें कि क्या हुआ Taurus की लाइफ में, for Taurus Ascendant, what will happen when Cancer is falling in the third house? And I think there is another misconception about Cancer that I've been, while I was doing this research and making my things, making this course, I was designing it So Cancer is where your happiness is. Am I right? I think we've all read this everywhere, that Cancer represents your happiness in life. Yes, it does, 100%. Wherever Cancer is, that house will give you some sort of happiness, but there is a dark side of it. It's same like the moon, phasing moon. वहां पे कुछ ना कुछ emotional issues आपको मिलेगा. Anywhere Cancer is in your chart, you check that house, you will have emotional trauma through that house, through that relative, or check the signification of that house. अब अगर हम इसको attach करें to understand it better, कि श्री कृष्ण जी के साथ क्या हुआ था. Third house of siblings. He was very attached to his younger sibling, right? His sister, Shubhadra. और ये लोग जो भी Taurus Ascendant वाले होते हैं, they have this attachment with their neighbors, with their surroundings. अगर इनके घर के पास कोई पार्क होगा तो ये कहेंगे कि I'm attached to this park because it's so beautiful. So this attachment is there. Wherever Cancer falls in your chart, you get attached. So जो attachment है Cancer का, उसके through हमें pain भी आते हैं. We also feel some sort of suffering through wherever Cancer is placed. या तो आप करेंगे या वो relative करेगा, represented by that house. So in case of Shri Lord Krishna, what happened? जब वो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाते थे, उनके विरह में गोपियां या उनके नेबर सब क्या करते थे? They used to cry. वो जो दर्द होता है, जो कैंसर आपको देता है, वो आपको रुलाता है. So the same themes will happen in the life of Taurus native. जहां पे भी कैंसर होगा, that relative either will make you cry or you will cry, make that relative cry. That's the theme. Of course, the happiness will come, but after a lot of turmoil and stress and everything. And if we understand the fourth house of Taurus Ascendant, moving to the fourth house में the sign Leo is there. So जब Leo sign आ रहा है fourth house में, the fourth house of mother, fourth house of your home, fourth house of your happiness, वहां पे जब Leo sign आ रहा है, it means the role of mother in their life is equivalent or more than the father. तो कभी कभी हम श्री कृष्णा जी के लिए कहते हैं कि यशोदा का नंद लाला. That means we are mentioning the name of mother before Lord Krishna. This is how important the mother will be. Of course, mother हर किसी की life में उतना ही importance रखती हैं. But for Taurus native, their mother plays a role of, just like a father, or maybe as powerful as a father can be. She can be very powerful, dominating. Or अगर हम इसको modern structure में, if we want to connect it, these people live in a good houses. They have this kingly feeling. They live in big houses kind of situation, and they like big vehicles. Yeah. So if any of you can relate to this, please keep sending some comments in the comment box so that, I know you guys are there. Not everybody's, falling asleep. And if I go to the next house, thank you. So if I go to the next house, that is the fifth house of creativity. So creativity में तो Lord Krishna का कोई जवाब ही नहीं है. Nobody can compare, because वहां पे sign पड़ रहा है Virgo. Try to understand the basic concept of each and every sign that I'm saying house by house. When number 6 sign is going in the fifth house, that means winning in competition. So उनके जैसा fluid, of course, कोई नहीं बजा सकता था. And it's also a house that represents love affairs. So winning in competition, there was no competition for him when it comes to love affairs. So the Taurus natives, they can actually do really well when it comes to having their love affairs. But because there is also a negative side of Virgo, इन लोगों को criticism भी मिलता है अपने love partner से. और इन लोगों की life में there's a delay in childbirth, or there is some issues related to childbirth. So 6 number sign, that is Virgo, falling in the fifth house. So fifth house, either they will have some sort of, break in their education, but because it's a sign that is a Mool Trikon sign for Mercury, these people are highly analytical. इन लोगों का इंटेलिजेंस लेवल बहुत अच्छा होता है, उन लोगों को बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ाई लिखाई इनकी बहुत अच्छी होती है, बट दे डू हैव इश्यूज रिलेटेड टू चिल्ड्रन. या तो अपने बच्चों से परेशान रहेंगे, या बच्चे उनकी बात नहीं सुनेंगे, या फिर बच्चे पढ़ाई नहीं करेंगे, या फिर बच्चों से रिलेटेड हेल्थ इश्यूज होंगे, और देयर कुड बी अ डिस्प्यूट और आर्ग्यूमेंट्स एट अ लेटर स्टेज ऑफ लाइफ. थैंक यू. एंड इफ वी ऑल्सो सी कि यहाँ पे क्या होता था श्री कृष्ण जी के साथ in the sign of Virgo in the 5th house. Of course, he was winning in competition in terms of love affair. लेकिन ये गोपियां परेशान भी होती थी, ये शिकायतें भी बहुत करती थी. That is a criticism out of love happening there through your love partner because of the presence of Virgo there. And when we try to understand the relationship of any Taurus ascendant, you can see number 6 sign falling in the 5th house. Number 7, Libra, is falling in the 6th house. Libra is again represents your relationship. So kuch na kuch dispute, kuch na kuch, some sort of issues in relationship will be there in their life. I think any Taurus people, please keep sending if it's matching or not. So they will have some issues, disputes with in terms of their relationship, because it's also a house of your daily life. And imagine, thank you. So imagine the amount of romance Sri Krishna did in his daily life. So Libra falling in the 6th house, that's your daily routine. So that means that part of your life is highly, it's the most important part of your daily activity. You want to be loved, you want to love and you want to be loved kind of situation, जहाँ पे आपके लिए relationship बहुत important है in your daily routine. And these people also have some, इन लोगों के spouse से related कुछ disputes भी होते हैं, if we check, in the modern concept. So they will, either the spouse may get sick in the 6th house when Libra falls there. And it can also, give them dispute with spouse. And if we again want to look at their relationship, try to notice something कि यहाँ पे कितना prominent है relationship status of Taurus ascendant. Because number 8 sign, the sign of death, the sign of transformation. When I say these words, please write them down, because you will be able to predict hundreds of events just by trying to understand 1 or 2 words out of it. So number 7 house mein, the house that represents your spouse, partnership, your relationship, your business, they have number 8 sign there, Scorpio. And it's of course not a great placement. It doesn't mean that Lord Krishna. So jab Libra sign aayega, Scorpio sign aayega number 7th house mein, jo ki number 7th house mein, the house of relationship, उसमें जब हम देखेंगे कि टॉरस असेंडेंट की लाइफ में क्या होता है with Scorpio in the 8th house, disputes, transformation, again, transformation through relationship. Taurus ascendants के लिए लाइफ में जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आता है वो आता है थ्रू रिलेशनशिप. कभी ना कभी लाइफ में एक ऐसा सेटबैक आता है, दे फील a pain like death situation. So अगर हम कहें कि श्री लॉर्ड कृष्णा की लाइफ में जब वो राधा से दूर हुए थे, देयर वाज अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन देयर. कई बार कई जगह पे हम पढ़ते हैं कि उन्होंने उसके बाद अपना फ्लूट बजाना बंद कर दिया. दैट्स अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, दैट्स अ काइंड ऑफ, मतलब आपको डेथ लाइक पेन जब होता है ना, दैट इज ऑल्सो सिमिलर टू डेथ, बिकॉज आप उतनी सफरिंग को फील करते हैं उस वक्त. सो टॉरस पीपल, दे फील दीज काइंड ऑफ सफरिंग्स इन देयर रिलेशनशिप. शादी के बाद भी हो सकता है, शादी के पहले भी हो सकता है, डिपेंड्स what age you are in, when this will get active. That is also, there will be high chances कि कब ये चीज ज्यादा एक्टिव होगी. और एक चीज जो इंटरेस्टिंग मैं अभी आप लोगों को बता रही हूँ, all these things, ये सारी चीजें मैं बिना किसी प्लैनेट, we did discuss about Libra. हमने अभी लिब्रा के लिए बात करी थी, when Libra falls in the 6th house. सॉरी अबाउट दैट। सो उसके बाद में क्या होता है कि विदाउट लुकिंग एट एनी प्लैनेट्स, आई एम टेलिंग अबाउट कि टॉरस की लाइफ में क्या होगा। टॉरस असेंडेंट्स क्या, मतलब टॉरस असेंडेंट की जो बेसिक लाइफ पैटर्न है वो ये रहेगा। और अगर हम उनके 8th हाउस को देखते हैं, 8th हाउस में क्या है,